Quit living scared. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. So I got to thinking about this topic. I'm not quite sure how it came up, but I was thinking about my childhood and how so many people I grew up around lived scared. So what do you mean by living scared? Well, I think everyone has their own definition of it, and I think for different reasons, people can live scared. I know some people that live fearless. And I believe that fearless living is smart living. We make right choices and right decisions. Often, even right choices and decisions can be scary at times. And yet, sometimes we have to push through those fears. It depends upon what it is. Fear used in a good way, like a bear charging at you through the woods to get out of its way, that's being used productively in a good way. But often, unhealthy fears are not like that. Unhealthy fears stop us from the great things in life that are right for our lives. So, fearless living is smart living. It makes great decisions. And yet, I think some people do live scared. When I was growing up, a lot of people lived scared. They were scared of not having enough money, not having enough food. I knew one lady, a wonderful woman, that was scared of being cold because she grew up in a time of Great Depression where often the bedrooms at night were so cold they would have to snuggle up real tight with each other. And she was always worried about having enough food because she grew up in the Great Depression where there wasn't an abundance of food at that time, at least not for her family. And she grew up with enough, but only enough. And so she had a lot of deep-seated fears, and she lived her life based around those fears and based around being scared all the time. And living life like that will hold you back from your best life. If you're living your life where you're scared all the time, you're living scared. And early on, I often lived scared. That didn't mean that I lived scared 24 hours a day, but often I feared simple things. And it was kind of instilled in me, that fear, that unhealthy fear. And even today, almost 70 years old, I have to push through fears. I have to push through being scared because being scared is no way to live a successful, happy, productive, meaningful life. If you're living scared all the time, you're probably not going to be all that happy. And so I believe in not living scared. There are things in life that can be scary. We have to make great decisions as we go through them, whether they're a health crisis, financial crisis, whether it's a relationship crisis or any other kind of crisis. Sometimes we have to push through being scared so that we can make the right decisions that will have the right outcome. Being scared is kind of natural. When you're little and you see a shadow in the closet, it can be really scary. I remember coming home one time from school and my mom wasn't home yet, and I was about 6 years old, and I looked behind the corner in the house and I saw a shadow, and I ran out of the house screaming. I thought it was, a monster. And it turned out to be, it was a robe on back of the door that was kind of casting a shadow with the light onto the wall. And so it was nothing. But I was scared. I was scared of that. And so a lot of people live their lives scared like that. They go in everyday life, they're scared every day about making any kind of meaningful choices and decisions. And so they don't make any meaningful decisions that are right for their life. And that being scared holds them captive in their life. And so we don't want to be held captive by being scared. Okay, we want to use fear wisely and for our own good, but we don't want to let it hold us back from our very, very best life, okay? And that's often what happens, is people get scared and they let that being scared hold them back from right decisions, right choices, and all the blessings that are around. So don't live life scared. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.